looking for a new location or expansion for your company or organization, and your business does not require you to be next to air cargo and marine facilities or a high-priced city center, think Federal Way. Federal Way is located in the state of Washington along the Pacific coast of the United States. It is centrally located in the Seattle-Tacoma metropolitan area. It is along the waterfront of the Puget Sound Inlet and shadowed by the majestic Mount Rainier. Significantly, it is at the interchange of Interstate 5, the major highway that runs north and south along the west coast of the nation, and State Route 18, which connects to Interstate 90 that runs east and west across the nation. Federal Way is minutes south of one of the largest international airports on the West Coast and is 30 minutes from both the ports of Seattle to the north and Tacoma to the south. Washington has robust international trade activity, ranking 7th in the United States with nearly $130 billion in imports and exports. Washington, specifically through the ports of Seattle and Tacoma, is a major port of entry into the United States, with 60% of imported goods bound for the rest of the country. Washington, as is Federal Way, are both receptive to foreign investment and trade. The region has excellent logistic capabilities to meet the needs of businesses through the support of the movement of freight to and from marine and air facilities by air, rail, or truck. The main countries of trade are with Canada, China, Japan, South Korea, United Arab Emirates, Taiwan, France, Russia, and the United Kingdom. Federal Way is in excellent proximity to major markets. It is located nearly in the center of 9 million consumers from Vancouver, Canada through Seattle and Federal Way to Portland, Oregon. 60% of the state's 7 million people are located within a 2-hour drive either north or south of Federal Way. Federal Way, by its location, is equidistant between London and Tokyo, providing businesses the opportunity to talk with both markets in the same day. If you are engaged in international relations, the state of Washington and Federal Way would be beneficial for your location or expansion as well. The state has nearly 40 foreign consulates and hosts 132 sister and friendship city relationships, along with multiple business and cultural affairs organizations representing a variety of nations. Federal Way is also home to the Honorary Consulate of Seychelles and has 2 sister city relationships, Hachinohe, Japan, and Donghae City, South Korea. It also has a cultural exchange with Shantou City, China. Federal Way is proud to be a community of an ethnically diverse population representing a broad array of foreign-born residents, including many from Pacific Rim countries. The population manifests as a young, educated, diverse, and skilled workforce, where employers will find over 100 foreign languages spoken. Federal Way is in proximity to a variety of institutes of higher education, and soon will be home to a satellite campus of the University of Washington. Federal Way offers continual educational opportunities that support employers' current and future needs. Federal Way is already the location of a number of businesses and organizations involved in international trade and relations. They include Cogent, Tommy Bahama, World Vision, Valmet, and the Korean Broadcasting System. Federal Way is minutes south of one of the largest international airports on the West Coast. Airlines provide dozens of non-stop daily flights to international destinations in support of business and leisure travel. Federal Way is a young, burgeoning community with a skilled and diverse labor force. The city has excellent infrastructure and systems supporting the movement of freight, and our receptive government is favorable to foreign trade and investment. Your company would also benefit from reduced costs in Federal Way. Along with Washington having no unitary tax, Federal Way has little, if any, local taxes. Federal Way provides an array of campus-style Class A office space, which is priced 38% less per square foot than downtown Seattle and 27% less per square foot than downtown Tacoma. Federal Way as a home offers an excellent quality of life. Situated between 2 mountain ranges and next to the Puget Sound, the views are unparalleled. The city hosts many amenities such as retail, local activities, tourism, dining, medical care, and routine conveniences. Centered on nearly 9 million people from Vancouver, Canada through Seattle, Tacoma, and on to Portland, Oregon, Federal Way is by all accounts a wonderful location for companies centered around international trade, maritime and air freight logistics and support services. Focused on high global impact through international relations, Federal Way is an ideal location for organizations both foreign and domestic, such as educational institutes, government agencies, and nonprofits. So, if you are looking for a new location or for expansion and it does not require you to be next to air cargo and maritime facilities or a high-priced city center, think Federal Way. This production has been made possible with a grant from the Port of Seattle.